ॐ नमो नारायणाय। ॐ नमो नारायणाय। ॐ नमो नारायणाय। ॐ नमो नारायणाय।
श्रीमान् वेङ्कटनाथार्यः कवितार्किककेसरी वेदान्ताचार्यवर्यो मे सन्निधत्तां सदा हृदि।
रामानुजदया पात्रम् ज्ञानवैराग्यभूषणम् श्रीमद्वेङ्कटनाथार्यम् वन्दे वेदान्तदेशिकम्।
சீரொன்று தூப்புல் திருவேங்கடமுடையான் பாரொன்றச் சொன்ன பழமொழியுள் ஊரொன்று தானே அமையாதோ தாரணியில் வாழ்வார்க்கு வானேரப் போமளவும் வாழ்வு.
So we have to take up the quotations from Padma Samhita, from the word Sankarecha. I hope I am right. Sankarecha, Padma Vachana Vicharaha. Sankare, meaning in the mixture. So in the mixture of the four Siddhantas and the traditions, Pancaratra traditions, Padma Vachana Vicharaha. Padma Samhita has got a discussion over its words. So Tat Chaturdhaschitam Shastra Mrugadi Vadane Katha. Shastra Mrugati Vat Anekatha. Ekaikam Vidyate Tantram Shakha Vedena Bhuyasa. Prathamam Mantra Siddhantam Dvitiyam Cha Agamahvayam Tritiyam Tantra Siddhantam Turyam Tantrantaram Bhave. This is a simple introduction in the what you call forward of the discussion over the mixture of traditions. So it is repeated now that there are four divisions as usual, previously mentioned, nothing new here. And the traditions, in spite of many divisions, will be condensed to four. Chat Chaturdha Chitam, the four types of traditions called Siddhanta every time. Shastra Mriga Adivat, when you make a search in the sciences of Pancharatra traditions, Anekadha, there are so many subdivisions under these four divisions, subcategories. And if you call it Tantram or Mantram, whatever it is. So Tantram is practical procedure, Mantram is the powerful words used from the scriptures. So Tantram, the practical procedure, Ekaikam Vidyate, in every division is different. And Shakha Vedena Bhuyasa, it will be totally different. In majority portion, it will be different. Bhuyasa is majority portion. Shakha Vedena. Again, it because of the difference in branches. So each tradition, for example, is like a tree, and new branches crop up every time, grow. And therefore, Shakha Vedena. So by the passage of time, the traditions grow into different branches. But of course, the final conclusion will be Prathamam Mantra Siddhanta. The first one is Siddhanta, conclusive evidence of the spells, mantra. Dvitiyam, the second one, Agama Siddhantam. Agama Ahvayam. Ahvayam meaning calling. So you call by name Agama, Agama Siddhantam. And almost both are synonymous. Mantra, where do we get the mantra? All from scriptures. Nothing else. So again, Agama meaning, so it is again from scriptures, but at the same time, the procedure has been formed from the scriptural text. So Agama here refers to temple text, not scripture. Generally, Agama also meaning scripture. And Tritiyam, the third one is Tantra Siddhantam, namely practical process. And then Turyam, the fourth, Tantrantaram. Tantrantaram is again, of course, as we say, practical procedure differently. So there will be many Tantrantaras. There will be many other practical procedures also. So we have to take a holistic view, pragmatic view, and a common view. So this is only a small introduction to the discussion. So atra Agama Mantra Siddhantayoho alternatives. Right. Tantrantara is alternative. Another Tantra is called Tantrantara. So Agama Tantra Siddhantayoho, between these two, what I just now said, Agama, temple procedure, mantra, the scriptural text. So Agama Mantra Siddhantayoho, Paushkara Uktakramat, as it is said by Lord Brahma, the creator, in the Paushkara Samhita, in the order, Kramat, from the order, Uktakramat, in the order it has been said in Paushkara Samhita, Vitkramena Upadanam. So if you take it in a twisted way, that is the reverse order. Vyutkrama is reverse order. Krama is regular order. Vyutkrama is oblique order, you can say, zigzag order. So Uttaramena Upadanam. So Upadanam can be taken into two meanings, namely one is Upadanam is acceptance. Upa-adanam. Danam is giving, adanam is taking. So Upa-adanam is, we take the meanings of according to Paushkara Samhita, the two Siddhantas, namely Mantra and Agama, in the reverse order, Vitkrama, Siddhi Moksha Prada Mantra Siddhanta Prashastye Tatparyat. So Upadanam, the second meaning will be collecting materials for temple worship. So let us remember always temple instead of home worship here. So Siddhi Moksha Prada Mantra Siddhanta Prashastye Tatparyat. The essence, quintessence, Tatparyam is essence, inner meaning. The tertiary meaning you can also say, secondary or tertiary meaning, otherwise called in English suggestion, and otherwise called Iraichi in Tamil, Iraichi Porul. And again, it means what you call Dhvani in Sanskrit. Dhvani means inner meaning. Not explicitly understood. So Tatparyat is the essence of Mantra Siddhanta. What is the essence of Mantra Siddhanta? That means Siddhi Moksha Pradha. Siddhanta is Siddhi Moksha Pradaha. Siddhi, already we said success. So Moksha is emancipation. Prada, capable of granting. So Mantra Siddhanta will be capable of granting us the moksha which is ready, emancipation which is ready at hand. And you can also say Siddhi will be a success in the mundane worldly life plus moksha. Just like Sharanagati, total surrender, the Agama tradition, temple Agama tradition, following the Mantra Siddhanta will favor us with the pleasure of both worlds, this world and the next world. Next world being Vaikuntha. Success is also here at the present life. Then Atrapi, here too, he indeed, Agama Siddhantasya Kevalam Moksha Pradatva Lakshanaha Atishayaha. So Atishayaha meaning it's a surprise, it's a wonder that the Agama Siddhanta will give us the moksha. There is a small difference in this moksha. As Keshavdas Swami wants us to understand, it should be Kaivalya. So it's a Kevala moksha, Kaivalya moksha. Again, to explain what is Kaivalyam, that meaning we understand the original form, natural form of ourselves, the Jivatma Swarupam. When we understand our own selves, then it's called Kevala moksha. And you can also say, so the Agama Siddhanta will not give you success in this life. It gives only moksha. It deals with only moksha. That means attainment of Vaikuntham, Paramapadam, by the individual souls. These two meanings can be taken. But this definition of Agama Siddhanta giving rise to only one moksha, rather only the Vaikuntha Prapti, the attainment of Vaikuntha, is a wonder, is a surprise, is a miracle, Atishayaha. Otherwise, it is exaggeration also. That means Agama Siddhanta is not capable of giving moksha normally without Mantra Siddhanta. That's the meaning of Atishaya. So we are overshooting to say that Agama Siddhanta will also give us moksha, but moksha only. Now, what is inside the Agama? What is inside the Agama Siddhanta? The content is now given within the inverted commas. Karmanam api sanyasaha kachyate yatra cha agame. Agame, in the Agama Siddhanta, yatra where kachyate it is said, we come from the reverse order, vyutkrama. We just saw the word vyutkrama. So we are coming in the reverse order to understand the sentence. Generally, it is so in Sanskrit. Whether it is a verse or prose sentence, we must take initially the main sentence, main subject, main verb, then sometimes come from the last word to the first word. So we are reading like the language as like Urdu, writing like Urdu, from right to left. So karmanam api sanyasaha kachyate yatra jagame, meaning in the Agama Siddhanta where it is said, sanyasaha meaning, sanyasaha is not exactly, it is not shing, it is sing. Passing here. So, sanyasaha cannot mean here ashrama. Please note, it is not the fourth stage of life, human life. So, sannyasa means deposit. Good deposit is called sannyasa, meaning total submission. Total submission. What do we submit totally to the Lord? Karmanam api. Karmanam api. Now, we are not talking of the full prapatti here. We are talking about the only partial prapatti here. So, prapatti, we are not going through the 5 steps. So, take the 3 yogas, karma, jnana, and bhakti. So, we are not submitting our knowledge in this prapatti. I mean, so-called, it's not prapatti, sannyasa. It's not talking about the deposit to the preceptor. It is deposit to the Lord. And before we start doing the temple worship, we follow the strict procedures enjoined in the Pancaratra tradition. We submit our actions also. Karma, as we say, karmana vacha. The last one, kayena vacha. We say kayena vacha, manasa indriyerva. बुद्ध्या आत्मना वा प्रकृतेः स्वभावात् करोमि यद्यत् सकलं परस्मै नारायणायेति समर्पयामि. Karmana manasa vacha. Right. So especially karma. So we are not submitting jnana, our wisdom. So we are yet to attain wisdom. So again we are not submitting our devotion. We are not submitting our devotion here. This is the first step here. So karma yoga is being submitted. So our actions are attributed to, hypothecated to Lord. Karmanam api sannyasa. Karmanam api sannyasa. So we understand that already we did the bhakti and jnana. Also we submitted bhakti and jnana. And we are not earn some merits through through doing the karma actions. Again, of course, sannyasa almost is equal to prapatti, but we are going step by step. So iti pradarshitaha eva. Thus it has been shown well. Darshitaha shown, shown, and then pradarshitaha well shown. Atra, now again in the actions there are some divisions. What are the action? What are the divisions in actions? So atra kamya karmanam. So we have some desire as a goal behind our actions. So we seek some benefits, material benefits, materialistic benefits. So kamya karma is materialistic beneficial action. Kamya is we have some desire. But kamya does not include the desire to emancipation. That's a problem here. When we say kamya, kamya will not include our goal called beatitude. So kamya karmanam swarupataha in their original form sannyasaha. So here in the what we call two siddhantas, mantra and agama siddhantas, among the two agama and mantra siddhantas, again in agama siddhanta, the complete deposit submission will be in the original form of the desired, actions for desired fruits. So of course the ultimate aim is to attain moksha, and therefore we are not supposed to entertain any action for material benefits. So kamya karma must not be done. That's what generally is said. Even when you say do kamya karma, then you have to say sattvika tyaga and then feel really so. So again, these actions depend on our stage of life and also the caste. The caste division, Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya and Shudra. So Swavarna, so according to our caste division, so our duties are prescribed. So how to deposit well our kamya karma differs according to the four castes, CASTES. So Swavarna. Then again 4 stages of life, Swa Ashrama. So according to our Brahmacharya, Garhastya, Vanaprastha and Sannyasa, ashramas, the stage of life, ashramadi niyatanam. Still further some conditions are there. So we are not going to them because it just says etc. etc. Adi niyatanam too. So it has been fixed for every ashrama, every varna. This is the process of deposit. So kamya karma. Again, two, but Bhagavad Gita Ashtadasha Adhyaya Nirnita Prakarena Sattvika Tyaga. Just now we said Sattvika Tyaga is necessary everywhere. How do you make a Sattvika Tyaga? Sattvika Tyaga meaning sacrifice of our actions, submission of our actions, saying that Lord did it. Lord does it, Lord did it. Lord was kind enough to do it through us. We are only the instruments in the hands of God. So prakarena, in the method, nirnita, decided by adhyaya, chapters, ashtadasha, 18 in number, in Bhagavad Gita, in Lord's celestial song. So swashakha grihya maryadaya. Now you have the shakha branch to which you belong to. Namely, Apastamba Sutra we say, Yajushakha we say, Krishna Yajushakha. This is example. And if you belong to Samaveda, then Maitrayani Shakha, Gautama Shakha. And again, Sutra becomes Ashvalayana Sutra, Bodhayana Sutra. So these are all some Grihya Sutras. So for householders, meant for householders, married people. So Shashaka Grihya Ukta Maryadaya. By the limit, Maryada is limit, by the what we call restrictions. Restrictions said in the householder rules of your own branch, Swashaka, Cha and Sarvatra everywhere, Nitya Naimittikadi Parigraha. Again, there are further subdivisions. One type of subdivision is you must submit your Kamya Karma according to Varna and Ashrama, according to the caste and the stage of life. And you must follow what you call Sattvika Tyaga, sacrifice of your actions, by following the tenets in the 18 chapters of the Bhagavad Gita, celestial song. And by the limit of our instructions, or you can say restrictions of your own branch and your own householders' rules. So another division is there, Nitya Karma, Naimittika Karma. Nitya Karma is just like the Sandhya Vandanam, the twilight worship of the sun god as well as the god of rain. In the evening, we worship the god of rain, Varuna. And then these are all Nitya Karmas, daily actions, Nitya. Naimittikas are what we call, so Nitya is like daily 3 times minimum. Of course, there are so many. Brahma Yajnam, in order to escape from the sins of eating vegetables, we have a homa like, or a simple process like Vaishwadevam. Then if you say Agnihotram, it should be a duty, daily duty. And Aupasanam for married people, Samidadhanam for bachelors. I'm giving, of course, some small names, bachelor. So that means yet to get into a family tangle, I would say. So here again, so brahmacharis have some duties, and there are so many rituals. And then apart from them, we have what we call grahana, eclipse, solar or lunar, and solar and lunar, and also the first day of the birth of the month. The birth of the month called Masa Pirappu in Tamil. So it's called, we call it Ravi Sankramana. Ravi Sankramana. Each zodiac joins with Ravi, the sun. So Ravi Sankramana is called every month, as the first day of the month, we have to perform it's called the Naimittikam. Because there is a concession there. Instead of doing for 12 months, people are allowed to have 4 months. So all the other 8 months are deleted. we don't perform. Many of us don't perform. And again, Amavasya is a Nitya Karma. Nitya Karma in the sense, not Nitya Karma exactly, but it's between Nitya and Naimitika Karma. Amavasya is on the new moon day. And therefore, we have to perform for our ancestors Tarpanam, the satisfaction. Tarpanam means satisfaction. We satisfy the mains, MANES, and get benefited by long span of life and even wealth, any kind of wealth. Raim, Dadato Raim cha, Dirghayutvam cha, long span of life, and specifically 100 years. Shata Sharadam cha, 100 autumnal moons, 100 autumns. Sharad, Sharada Shatam. So this is acceptance, parigraha. So our acceptance should be on the basis of this, namely Varna Ashrama. On the basis of Varna and Ashrama, the color we say, the color, Varna is color, this other is called caste. So, caste. So Varna and Ashrama, the stage of life, and then with regard to the Kamya Karma, and then in order to do Sattvika Tyaga, sacrifice our actions, then you have to follow the words of Bhagavad Gita in all the 18 chapters. And according to our own branch of the scriptures that we must follow in our family tradition, Nitya Naimittika. So Nitya, that is daily duties and occasional duties. Situation, as Keshavdas Swami rightly said, situational duties, contextual duties. They must be accepted. Atra Agama Siddhante, here in this context of Agama Siddhanta, we are talking about Agama Siddhanta. Sarva karma swarupa tyaga iti na bhramitavya. So don't be afraid. Don't confuse yourselves. Na bhramitavyam meaning, please do not confuse. Don't let your mind reel, R-E-E-L, or roll, R-O-L-L, with a confusion, moha. So don't think that Agama Siddhanta will recommend or will put a condition, strict condition, that it is Sarva Karma Swarupa Tyaga. So you are not going to sacrifice all your actions, Sarva Karma. So because it includes Prapatti also, Sharanagati. So we are not going to delete Sharanagati from our karma and submit it to him. Sharanagati must be done. It must be done. And again, of course, this Sattvika Tyaga is there. So we are not going to submit to what we call Sharanagati. The beautiful concept of Sri Vedanta Deshika in his Nyasa Vimshati is the very Sharanagati, the very total surrender is moksha. Don't expect anything from what we call shift of residence from here to there. So Kainkaryam is moksha. The service is emancipation. The service is liberation from birth and death. So we are not going to submit. So sarva karma, all actions. Not only that, we are not going to submit our form, original form, swarupa. Suppose we sacrifice our original form, our correct understanding that we are slaves of God will go. Therefore, Swarupa Tyaga is also not there. So please do not afraid of the Agama Siddhanta. Why you should not be afraid of Agama Siddhanta? The reason is given, Karma Vishesha Bhuyastva. Because there is a variety, an unlimited variety of the differences in actions. And therefore, you need not worry about it. We are not putting the two letters Sarva, S-A-R-V, all, A-L-L, in the karma category and then say submit. No. Sannyasaha, Kamya Karmanam Sannyasaha is there. Then again, Sattvika Tyaga for Satvika Tyaga is done by Bhagavad Gita's words and so on. So Atayeva hi Tannishtha Anadhikritya Uktam. Tannishtan Anadhikritya Uktam. We are now going to see without putting very strict conditions. So Agama Siddhanta will not have any strict conditions. Even if they are mentioned there, don't worry about them. So Tanishtan Adhikritya. Now we are going to discuss what are the strict conditions. So it is said, Uktam, it is said below, Adhikritya, about Tanishtan, their conditions, their what you call prescriptions. Trayodasha vidham karma, kamadi parivarjitam, gunaihi samyamikaihi, yuktam anutishtanti sadhava. So we are going to see 13 types of actions. 1, 3. Trayodasha vidham karma. So these 13 actions are without kamya karma, without the material benefits. Kamadi parivarjitam. Kama is what we call uncouth desire. UNCOUTH. Uncouth desire. Unnecessary, avoidable desire, which we are not supposed to follow, which we are not supposed to possess. So kamadi parivarjitam, completely erased from these 13 actions. What are these 13 actions? We will see in the following pages. So who did it? Who are performing these 13 actions? Sadhavaha, good people. You can also say, as in Tamils, innocent people. Of course, meaning no, not kanni. Meaning regular people, good people. So sadhava, good people. Anutishtanti, they strictly follow. Gunaihi samyamikaihi yuktam. So the condition, the 13 actions involve some self-control. So self-controlled actions, they are all self-controlled actions. Samyamikaihi. Samyamaha meaning self-control. Samyamikaihi meaning self-controlled actions, and which are related to the qualities, characteristics, gunaihi, associated with the characteristics. These are all controlled actions. When they are associated with controlled actions, all these 13 will be followed by good people. Actually, the Sanskrit sentence is active voice, fortunately. Sadhavaha, the good people, anutishtanti, follow. The qualities with the controlled actions, associated with controlled actions of all the 13 types of actions. Iti. Thus, atra eva uddishtakramena chatvaraha siddhantaha lakshanti. Now, what is our aim to learn? So, we have to learn 4 siddhantas, 4 conclusions. And as it is said below, atra here, eva only, here itself, uddishtakramena, as proposed, in the order proposed, or in the order planned, we are going to look at the 4 siddhantas. Siddhantanam Padma Uktam Lakshana. So in the Padma Samhita, these siddhantas have been defined thus.
Ramanujadaya Patram Jnana Vairagya Bhushanam Srimadvenkatanathāryam Vande Vedanta Deshikam.
कवितार्किकसिंहाय कल्याणगुणशालिने श्रीमते वेङ्कटेशाय वेदान्तगुरवे नमः.
சீரொன்று தூப்புல் திருவேங்கடமுடையான் பாரொன்றச் சொன்ன பழமொழியுள் ஊரொன்று தானே அமையாதோ தாரணியில் வாழ்வார்க்கு வானேரப் போமளவும் வாழ்வு.
ஓம் நமோ நாராயணாய. ஓம் நமோ நாராயணாய. ஓம்